Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about linear inequations. When I talk about linear inequations, the very first thing that comes about in our head is equation. What is equation? Now, we have been studying this from class 6, that what is equation? Equation is basically denoted with this sign, equal sign. Okay, and then in equation, what is in equation? These are the signs that are used for inequation. Inequation means it's not equal. Okay, for example, 3 is smaller than 4. So 3 is smaller than 4, they are not equal. Okay, if I write on x is smaller than 5 and x belongs to natural number, so you have to, so this is called the replacement set. This is called the replacement set. Now what is replacement set? Replacement set is that if I have to find the value of x, then I'll have to come to the replacement set. And you might have seen cricket matches, you might have played cricket matches, some of you guys, maybe girls and boys, both of you guys. Now you might have noticed one thing, that there are 15 members in one team. Now if somebody gets injured, there is a replacement player that is sitting on the bench, and if somebody gets hurt or somebody gets retired by hurt, one of them comes in out of that 5. Okay, so this is replacement. This is gonna replace x. So what's gonna be my answer over here? X is smaller than 5 and x belongs to natural numbers. So what is smaller than 5? Smaller than 5 is all the numbers. That is, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are the numbers that starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna include 5 right now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are the natural numbers that are smaller than 5. So this is called solution set. This is the solution set. So I hope you might have understood the difference between replacement set and the solution set. uh, Basically a solution set is that you have to find, and the replacement set is always given with the question almost every time. Okay, now the question arises, how to solve linear equations. Now if you guys have a look over here, I have written this question, and this is the same question. There are two ways of solving linear equation. Okay, 14 minus 5x is greater than equals to 3x minus 40. Okay, and in this, the replacement set that you're gonna, now I have the replacement set. The replacement set is x belongs to whole number and x is smaller than 6. So this is the replacement set. How to figure out that what's my answer? Or there are two ways of doing or solving this question. Okay, so one way is that you can add or subtract the same number or the expression to both the sides. For example, let's say I need to find the value of x, so I'm going to add and subtract both on both the sides the same numbers. So if I have to solve this, then I have to solve in such a way that on one side of this inequation, one variable is left, and on the other side one number is left. So right now I'm gonna remove this minus 5x. The only way of removing this minus 5x is adding 5x over here. But if I am adding 5x over here, then I'll have to add 5x on the other side as well. So it's gonna be the same sign, 3x minus 40 plus 5x. Why 5x over here? Because I added 5x over here as well, so I'm gonna add 5x over here as also. So this and this is gonna get cancelled out. What is left with me? 14 is greater than equals to 8x minus 40. Okay, in this you guys can see that 3x and 5x are like terms, so I added both of them. I got 8x minus 40. Now the solution over here, you need to know that 14 is a number over here and x is a variable over here. So I'm gonna try and fix their position, that I'm gonna leave a variable over here and a number or a constant over here. So minus 40 is over here, so I have to remove minus 40 now. So 8x minus 40, to remove minus 40 I'll have to add 40 in this. Same over here, 14 I'll have to add 40 over here. So what will I be getting? I'll be getting 8x over here, and 40 and 40 is gonna get cancelled out. What is left? 40 plus 14 is 54. There is still one thing that is disturbing me. I need to remove. 8 is getting multiplied. In order to remove 8, I have to divide by 8 over here. If I am dividing 8 by 8 on this side, I am also gonna divide by 8 on this side. So 8 and 8 get cancelled out, and then if I divide 54 by 8, I'm gonna get 6.75. So 6.75 is greater than or equals to x. Or I can also say that x is smaller than 6.75. But my replacement set says x belongs to whole number and x is smaller than 6. And over here I have to choose out of whole numbers. Okay, so whole numbers that can fit in this are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 as well. Why? Because x is smaller than 6.75. 6.75 is bigger than 6, so I can include 6 in this. Okay, so in this method, what did I do? I added or subtracted the same numbers. Okay, if I had to remove, the only my goal, my agenda in this part of solving the question was that on one side only one variable should be left, that is x. On the other side only one number should be left, that is 54 over here, you guys can see. So over here x was left and over here 6.75 at the end was left. Okay, and this is my solution set, this is my answer. The other method is called shifting method. You have been doing that shifting method in equations as well. So in this I'll just have to shift the numbers from one side to another side, and I'll make sure that on one side variables are left and on the other side all the numbers are there. So 14 and minus 40 is going to go on that side and become plus 40. The same sign is going to come. 3x and minus 5 is going to come on this side, it's going to become plus 5x. It's going to become 54 and this is going to be 8x. Now 8x is getting multiplied over here, it's going to go on the other side, and 54, and it's going to get divided, and only x is going to be left over here. And if I divide 54 by 8, I'm going to get 6.75 as my answer. So it's the same answer that I got earlier over here in this step as well. You have done this method so many times that this method might look simple to you guys. But in the other question, when we are doing which has 3 sides, any question that has 3 sides, I'll solve that question also for you guys to help you guys to understand why this method is also important. Okay, the next question is, when is the symbol of an equation reversed? Now you need to understand this. It's not important and it's not necessary that this sign is only gonna be reversed at the end or at the last step. This can also be reversed in the very first step. Let's say, for example, the symbol can be reversed only and only when I divide or multiply by a negative number. Okay, let's take this example, x is smaller than 2. Now if I divide this by minus 2, Okay, I'm dividing both of them by -2. So x divided by -2, and this also gets divided by -2. This minus belongs to this one, and they're gonna get cancelled out. So it's gonna become minus x upon 2 minus 1. So this sign changes as soon as I divide. So this sign also should be changed over here. Okay, got it everyone? Over here also, for example, let's say there are two sides you guys can see of the inequation. If I multiply this equation by 5, minus 5, okay, so I'm going to multiply this equation by minus 5. So minus 5, so this sign is going to get reversed. So if I multiply minus 5 by this 5, I'm going to get minus 25. Okay, so the sign got reversed. So this is going to be minus 15x plus 5 is smaller than or equals to minus 25. Okay, the sign got reversed. Over here also, when I multiply, my point is, when is the symbol of inequation reversed? When I divide by any negative number or I multiply by any negative number. Now you might be asking that explain this to us. Why is it getting reversed? What's the point of getting reversed? Now there's a very simple explanation. I'll give you a very simple explanation.